One thing about a real man, he gonna always stay real and righteous and strong. Might have some struggles, might have some falls, but guess what? Might even pass away, you know? But guess what? He will live on, man. He will live on. He'll always be a stand-up individual, whether on earth or not. No matter if they throw salt on his name, throw dirt on his name, throw smut on his name, he'll always stay righteous, man. You can't defeat real. Again, I must say, you cannot defeat realness. Martin Luther King Jr. entered college when he was 15 years old. King skipped 2 grades and entered college at the age of 15. He was admitted to Morehouse College in 1944 and graduated in 1948 with a B.A. in sociology at the age of 19. The Morehouse president, Dr. Benjamin E. Mays, became an inspirational figure in King's life. King continued his education at Crozer Theological Seminary in Chester, Pennsylvania. Despite receiving a C grade in a public speaking class, he was elected student body president and graduated valedictorian of his class in 1951. He enrolled in Boston University doctoral program and was awarded his Ph.D. at the age of 25. While in Boston, King met Coretta Scott and became a member of the Phi Alpha fraternity. Okay. Something else you might not know about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. King survived an assassination attempt a decade before his death. On September 20th, 1958, King was shot at Bloomstein's department store in Harlem for a book signing when a young woman slipped past the line of people to approach him. The woman named Izola Ware Curry asked if he was really Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and after he replied yes, she thrust a 7-inch letter opener into his chest. Curry claimed she had been after him for 5 years, believing he had ties to the Communist Party. Underwent emergency surgeries that lasted for hours. King would later issue a statement affirming his nonviolent beliefs and stated he had no malice feelings toward his attacker, which is this lady right here you see on the screen. A black lady at that, man. That's wild. Miss Izola Ware Curry. After King's death, the King family filed a civil case against the government and won. On December 8, 1999, 12 jurors reached a unanimous decision that King's death was a result of conspiracy. The trial took place in Memphis, Tennessee, and included 4 weeks of testimony and over 70 witnesses. The jury was convinced by the evidence and reached a verdict after only an hour of deliberating. Overwhelming evidence shows James Earl Ray was not the shooter but was set up to take the blame. After the evidence showed Ray did not pull the trigger, local, state, and federal U.S. government agencies and the mafia were to blame. The King family was awarded $100 which they donated to charity. To them, it was never about the money. They just wanted the truth out and for justice to be served. Established in 1968, Miss Coretta Scott King. King is the only non-president whose birthday is a national holiday. The push for a federal holiday in honor of King began just 4 days after his assassination on April 4th, 1968. But despite the national significance of King's death, legislations to establish a holiday in his honor faced years of stagnation. For 15 years, Rep. John Conyers, with the help of Rep. Shirley A. Chisholm, tried to pass legislations that would designate a national holiday in observance of King's birthday. The bill finally The bill finally came to a vote in the House in 1979, but it was rejected by 5 votes despite the backing of President Jimmy Carter. Public support for the bill began to grow after Motown singer and songwriter Stevie Wonder released a song called Happy Birthday, a tribute to King that added momentum to the campaign to designate his birthday as a federal holiday. Legislation was signed into law in 1983, 15 years after his death, by President Ronald Reagan. And I thank you, Dr. King, for standing firm as a man should. Rest in peace.